Similar to the topic of width and depth, I want to cover the topic of sparkle and a bit of excitement in the highs. And I have a few examples prepared here. This is a vocal I just recorded. This is a test recording done for my new course, The Inside Info by Miro Pajic. And I will apply some effects to this voice, which I will present to you now. So far, so good. And I just want to show a very short processing for this voice. No rocket science, but simple adjustments to enhance this voice. I will compress the whole thing to make the voice sound a bit more professional. But this is not the main thing. I wanted to rather show you two plugins that I could use for this purpose. The first one is, once again, by one of my favorites, the Melda Production products, and this is called the M Stereo Processor. This not only does remind of Ozone, it can do the same thing with the widening per band and delay widening per band, plus it has the exciter built in, which is separate in the Ozone. This is a test recording to make some sparkle and space onto my voice. This is a test recording done for my new course, The Inside Info by Miro Pajic. And I will apply some effects to this voice, which I will present to you now. This is a test recording to make some sparkle and space onto my voice. This is a test recording done for my new course, The Inside Info by Miro Pajic. And I will apply some effects to this voice. Pretty much a nice standard exciter, but the good thing is that it's multi-band, so you can definitely enhance the upper frequencies or the lower in a different scenario. The other plugin I want to show is by Plug and Mix. They have almost 50 of these stomp box type of plugins, very simple with just a few knobs. They cover everything from EQs to reverbs to choruses and some little special effects. And this Clarisonics is definitely one of the highlights. It's a sub-bass enhancer, but also it has this clarity control here, which is also an exciter, and it's very in your face. It's not as subtle as the one from Melda Production we just saw. And just to give you an example, I will slowly turn up the clarity while playing the vocal. This is a test recording to make some sparkle and space onto my voice. This is a test recording done for my new course, The Inside Info by Miro Pajic. And I will apply some effects to this voice, which I will present to you now. If you don't know these plugins, go check out Plug and Mix. You will see the whole bundle is very reasonably priced and highly recommended. I've switched these guys off, and I want to show you another little method of enhancing the vocals by using a return track. And what I've done here is inserted an instance of the Valhalla Room, which is, you could call it a go-to reverb. Let me play you the vocal once again and turn on the effect. This is a test recording to make some sparkle and space onto my voice. This is a test recording done for my new course, The Inside Info by Miro Pajic. And I will apply some effects to this voice, which I will present to you now. Now soloed the return track. As you can see, I've filtered out almost everything from the low end, and I've exaggerated the high end, and I've narrowed the stereo field, which again has this exciter type of quality blended in with the original signal. It's just another way of finding some sparkle. This is a test recording done for my new course, The Inside Info by Miro Pajic. And I will apply some effects to this voice, which I will present to you now. So much to the voice processing. Let's switch this off and give you another example of what I would possibly do to enhance some sparkle and some space for this course. I've played some keys, which you can hear now. Doesn't have too much high information, and that's why I thought it's a good example of presenting one possible method. So the first thing I would try would be Live's erosion plugin. Which very often reminds me of the Redux Lo-Fi bit reduction plugin. It has similar applications in my studio. Let me exaggerate. It's of course way too much. It's gonna bring too much of an 8-bit thing, but just this very tiny amount can bring those very high, sparkly harmonics. Then, once again, I'm trying the overdrive, which does something similar. It's very nice. It sounds more like a strum instrument now. It brings up the very top. Let me add a ping pong delay. Definitely add some space and some sparkle. Let's try the Melda Production stereo processor again. As on the voice, I'm just going to turn up the exciter modules for the upper bands. See what that does. It adds some life to the signal in a subtle way, which is, in this case, what I would prefer, and not go for this extreme exciter type of effect.